Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Red Plates podcast. Today
Do
we
I have to
have,
click it?
huh? What was that? Oh, I thought you said something. Anyway,
Oh, I didn't know if I had to press OK because it like told me that you started recording, and then I didn't know if it was like frozen if I didn't press OK.
oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, we're good. All right, so you heard him. This is Shane Hunt. We've been looking to do this episode for a while. My voice is a little bit messed up, but just ignore that and enjoy Shane. So, Shane, how you doing, man?
Doing good, hanging out, just chilling.
Good, man. Yeah, I heard you're in Canada and you haven't visited the boys. What's up with that?
Yeah, I'm in Nova Scotia, the girlfriend. So I don't think I'm anywhere near you. I think I'm still quite a journey from where you guys are.
You're probably farther
Yeah,
than
how
you
far is that,
usually are
Trev?
from. I think it's farther than Florida or close.
That's crazy. Wait, so
Yeah.
Trevor, are you also in Toronto or you're out of Toronto?
I'm like an hour outside of Toronto, so
Okay,
I would be closer to you.
okay, but still like 10 hours away or more.
Yeah.
More like 20.
Holy shit.
Well,
Yeah,
Shane did the drive actually from Florida. How long did that take?
So we left probably about 7 or 8 p.m. on Sunday night, and then we arrived Wednesday morning at like 7 a.m. So we weren't the most aggressive with it. We stopped twice. We stopped in New York, and then we stopped in North Carolina. So we did have two stops. We drove about, I guess that it was 29 hours. We drove about 14 hours, 15 hours one day, 14 hours the other day. So,
Uh, you
but it
went
was
into
still
you
it
went
was a
to
journey
if
for
you went
sure.
through New York, it would have been longer because you probably would have went too far north and then back down.
Right. So we were meaning to meet up with a friend of mine, but then we didn't get there till like midnight. So, and he was like, it's going to be an hour to come see him, and he had work the next morning. So we ended up that was kind of a waste of time. We brought my dog, the dog we found a few like 2 months ago. So we took her through Times Square, which was a complete
Oh,
clusterfuck.
wow.
We should not have done that. She hated it. She was like, "Get me out of here immediately."
Yeah, because you live in Tallahassee, so she's probably used to just like nice open fields and not New York.
Yeah, so she's from Georgia. She's from just like middle of nowhere, Georgia. We found her on the side of the road. So she's used to like no people, just like barren wasteland, basically. So it was very overwhelming for her.
Dang, man. Yeah, and that car ride was probably awful too.
Yeah, the car, she was really good. I mean, she honestly was really good. For me, um, which I'm sure you can relate to, just like I don't have like super bad back pain, but just sitting for that long, it was pretty miserable.
Mhm.
So, but it was fine. We've been here for, I guess, almost a week now, and I shook off the drive pretty quickly. And then I tore my hamstring 3 days ago trying to run. So now I'm just like getting old and I'm broken all the time.
You were cooking though. You were looking fast before the hamstring just exploded on you.
No, not really. Like as
So
soon
is
as I
it?
reached peak speed, it just like the hamstring went. I was like, oh, we're going good. Everything's cool. I'm just slow. And then as soon as I hit peak speed, the hamstring was just like, but it's
Dang.
really not that bad. I don't even think it's bruised up yet. It's just really sore.
Mhm.
So it's honestly pretty minor.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, well, I've seen you do running before, but like that was a full-on sprint, so I guess that was just.
Let me close this door real quick.
Yep. Are you gonna go sprinting soon?
Yeah, I sprint all the time. We sprinted into the ocean like a week ago. You remember that?
Yeah, that was
That
good.
was that was pretty much full clip.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good video. We should. I don't think I have it, but we were in Ireland like a week ago now, and we went to the ocean. It was pretty good actually, not as bad, like as cold as we thought it would be. It was just like there's a lot of dead jellyfish on the beach, so that was a little sketchy, but it was
Were
good fun.
they were there live ones like in the ocean to sting you or no?
We think probably. I mean, there's a lot of dead one, like a lot, like
Really?
right on the shore. I mean, we didn't see them. Like we didn't go super deep. We went like to like waist or like chest level at the most, like low chest. So, I mean, I didn't see any, but I would assume so. There's a lot of like see-through jellyfish just on the beach washed up. So we
It,
probably,
it was pretty choppy. I don't think you'd even know. You
yeah.
just feel them after.
Was it super cold?
No, it really wasn't that cold. I was surprised. Like I just took my shoes off. Luke helped me get my socks off. and I went and was just like walking around. Like it's really not that cold. So we stripped down and fucking jumped in.
That's cool.
Like it was warmer than a lake would be right now, for sure.
Yeah, the lakes here, I've not been to the lakes, but I've jumped in the ocean a few times and it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty chilly. I like it.
Mm.
I like the cold, but they say the lakes are colder than the ocean, I guess, here.
Mhm.
Yeah, even peak summer, like lakes, unless it's a really small lake, they don't get very warm.
And they have lots of leeches, right? In the lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some can be bad. Our
Used to be
lakes
like a
aren't that pretty. They're not that pretty over here. But at least we don't have alligators, crocodiles, like you would have.
Yeah, it's crazy. I have like alligator dreams sometimes. I'll be like dreaming about swimming. You know how like when you're like dreaming about running and you can't run, it's like the same thing. I'm like swimming, but like don't know how to
You can't
swim.
move.
I'm just like surrounded by alligators.
Fuck. Yeah, I've had dreams like that where you're trying to run away from something and you're just like moving in the spot and you're like, what the hell's going on? And then
Yeah, you
thankfully
just
it's
like
just
can't move. It's just like go full crippled.
well, when I visited you, I guess it was in Texas, right? But you were saying like you're not even that worried about them, like about the alligators.
No, no, just in my dreams. I guess subconsciously maybe I am, but 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 like normally no, I'm not really thinking about them ever.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that at all. We just have like the bears, but I don't think, I mean, here we're fine. It's just like in the west of Canada.
Mm.
So how long are you in Halifax for?
Even
Well, I don't know. Since I drove, I don't really want to do that drive again. So I'm thinking probably for at least a few more weeks, and then Laura will and I will drive back to Florida because she's doing the what is it, SBD Austin?
Oh, cool.
That's about 8 weeks away. So we're thinking we would drive to Florida and then probably hang out there for a few weeks and then drive to Texas from
Damn.
Florida because we kind of like we could I guess fly, but since I have the dog now, I almost have to bring her everywhere I go, and I really don't think that she would do well with flying. So kind
Yeah.
of have to drive everywhere.
Damn. Yeah. I
But
mean, I mean, you
it'll be
could
cool.
wait.
Be a little road trip.
Yeah, exactly. And that'll be a fun meet too. You'll be back in Texas after like a long while.
I think they say the average dots of that meet is higher than Sheffield right now. Like, I mean, Jesus, Rondell, Bob, Ashton, Mikey. I mean, it's a crazy stacked meet. It's insane. It's an
Yeah.
insane meet. If everyone shows up.
Is that the one that they have Nonzo and Ade going to, or is that the other
I
one?
think they're doing the Avansis Houston, which is like
yeah,
which is a few weeks before. Like they're both around the same time.
Damn. It's crazy that they have meets like that nowadays. Like it used to just be Sheffield and then Worlds, and now there's so many pop-ups. Like what was that first one? Rally, I think.
Oh, Laura went to the barn. I just wondered, would you like some spaghetti? Oh, I'm good. I just ate. Thank you so much. I'm sorry to interrupt you there. You're good. Sorry.
It's all good, man.
Um, yeah, it is kind of crazy, I guess, with like these big companies being involved. There's just they have tons of money to. I don't know if they're flying, like Nonzo out from. He's in the UK, right? But I
Yeah.
guess there's just they have lots of prize money, so it makes sense. It's justifiable for these people to travel all the way across the world to compete, which is cool.
Yeah. No, it's very
yeah,
cool.
because that'd be a
Usually like
journey from
Europeans
England.
aren't coming.
Yeah, that's a journey. And that kid he just pulled 915 in the gym. I mean, it's insane how strong he is. He's only 20 years old.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Doesn't
Doesn't
make
even
any
make
sense.
sense.
So whatever happened to him at Worlds, I guess, wasn't a real thing. It was like he was fine shortly after.
Oh, did he had some sort of shoulder injury, right, from deadlifts?
Yeah, like dislocated or something fucked,
Holy
like
shit.
during the meet.
Yeah, that's very rare to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he tore his bicep at first, but I think
Mm.
you said after Luke it was his shoulder, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the shoulder. I guess it wasn't bad though, because he's back to doing everything full force.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard of people having like not really shoulder, but having like their clavicle like pop out from deadlifting, like from all the weight pulling. So they get like a some sort of clavicle dislocation or something.
Yeah.
Dang.
I get pain sometimes like in my collarbone after really heavy deadlifts.
Right,
Or
exactly.
or like
Exactly.
a squat that I get pitched a little bit. My fucking collarbone hurt like hell for like 2 weeks.
I wonder if it is his underhand or the overhand, if that makes any difference. I know he does mixed grip, so I wonder if that would play any role. But I guess when you're that strong and that young, your body just it's just like what's going on.
Yeah, the amount of 400 kilo pulls he's done at like that age is just like that's unbelievable.
I
He
think he
doesn't
did it
even.
for even a double at this point.
Yeah, I think he did.
405 for a double, which is absurd.
He doesn't even warm up, like it seems. So he'll pull like four reds and then load fucking seven reds and then just pull 400.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if I could pull four reds cold. I'd probably tear something.
Yeah, I think he posted one the other day. He just goes straight from 270 to 350 to 400 plus kilo. I mean, it's insane.
That's fucked. Oh, to be young.
I remember one time I was with Ashton and Jesus and Pablo in San Antonio, and I did a 700 pound, 705, 320 kilo, no warm up deadlift, and it felt horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, they were already at the weight, and I arrived late, so I was like, I'll just jump in at 705, and then I was like, all right, I'm done deadlifting. I'll just go bench. It felt terrible. I did it beltless, cold. My hair is like still messed up. I had just woken up. But it felt, I mean, it didn't feel good at all. Like I would never do that again, probably.
No. Yeah, that's fucked. I don't
Man,
know how the hell he does that.
I think the crazy one that comes to mind is when we were all in Florida, and then we had some drinks that night, and then the next day you went to go pull 903 or 904,
Yeah, I failed
and
it.
yeah, that was like a rough night of drinking though, like all day, and like we were just in the sun, and then you're attempting 900 the next day is like, bro, I don't know how.
Well, I had it planned, so like I can't just abandon the plan.
Yeah, we were bad influences,
Yeah,
Just a
that
little
was
bit.
brutal.
but now you're done, right? You're done with drinking and stuff.
That's where this picture is from, eh? This picture on your background is from that day.
Yeah, that was the pool fighting championships.
Yes.
And no one left the pool for a suspicious amount of hours there. I think it was like 6 hours of drinking hard in the pool, and no one
Yes.
left. I think Paige noticed, or someone noticed, pointed it out, and I was like, okay, I guess we're all on the same page.
Yes. But yeah, I've stopped drinking somehow. Thank God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's up to you, right? Like at a certain point, like you stopped. How long has it been now?
It's been a little bit over a year. I think my 1 year mark was like yeah, about 2 weeks ago. So yeah,
Like not a drop, like nothing at all.
no alcohol, zero alcohol.
Damn, good for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
congrats,
just felt
man.
like I was at my last powerlifting meet actually, the Reach Rumble. We like drank a bunch of beer. I didn't get like crazy drunk or anything, but we drank a bunch of beers, and I kind of just was like, that meet sucked, and what am I doing with my life? So I just quit. I just quit drinking then, and I didn't know that I was gonna be like completely done. But the longer I got, I was like, I might as well just keep this going, and been
Yeah.
able to so far. So
Were you trying to do
Yeah.
the like the Dan Bella that meet? Like you're drinking while you're competing?
no, I think that one I wasn't. Funny. So back in 2023, I was with me and Dan did drink. I was trying to keep up with Dan drinking, and I had a pretty good meet. I had like a pretty decent meet. I think I hit like a what was it 980 or so kilo total. All day drinking. Like woke up, started drinking, no breakfast, have like a Coors Light for breakfast, and then drank like 20 beers over the
Oh my
day,
god.
and had a pretty good meet. But I think like those experiences kind of like they kind of like make you think that you can get away with that stuff, and if you're not Dan Bell, you kind of just like can't get away with that stuff. Even Dan can't get away with that forever. You know, like your time comes, and eventually it's like, it's up. Time is up.
It's so funny that like from we both lift in the CP, like the IPF. Like, could you imagine doing that in a meet, Luke? Like just killing 20 beers when you're competing.
Man, they're like walking around checking your if you have a wristband on, like if you're back there and you're not in
Yeah.
singlet. Like, so I don't think they'd be cool with the beers firing.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, a lot of the IPF meets, I feel like they don't even really let you. They don't even really blast music or anything. Like it's like you're at church, basically.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
Yeah, a lot of
don't
them.
clap too loud.
There is a lot of dumb rules coming out. Like, this doesn't really hurt anyone, but say you're coaching your athlete, like you can't even go film them from like your perspective to watch it back or show them. And then you have like the 60 seconds to put another attempt in. And some
Mm,
people like prefer to look at it, and you might want to look at it again, have another glance, and you're not allowed to do that. But it doesn't hurt anyone. It's just like a silly rule, you know? But
I
That's
remember.
more. Go ahead, Shane.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say the USAPL was doing that back in 2022. I went to handle a friend, and they were saying, no, like we have our professional camera people. Like you can't record. And I was like, I'm recording to like see how it looked, to like make good attempt selection, like subsequent attempt selection. And they're like, no, you can't record anything. I'm like, that's a really silly rule to have.
It seems
yeah,
like one of those things that should only be like at IPF Worlds. Like if you're watching the meet on that live stream and the coach is standing there in the coach's box filming it, yeah, it looks kind of dumb. But they're
Mm.
enforcing it like at local meets. It makes no fucking sense. Like, who cares? Half the time there's not even a stream or you can't even see the coach on the stream anyways.
Right. I do understand, I guess, if it's a super high level event, you don't want to feel like the coach is not, I don't know. They're still paying attention, but I feel like it's just, they're trying to gather data. They're not trying to like be the cameraman
Yeah.
so that they can post this lift from this angle. Like they're trying to like make, I don't know, good calls for attempt
Yeah.
selection. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those
yeah,
things that you kind of wish they would just leave it up there and not really enforce it at the lowest level, but
yeah. Like, what if you're coaching and your guy's hitting an opener, and you just want to watch some reels, and now you're not even allowed to go?
need
it's
some
taking forever to set up. You might as well be able to do
Yeah,
something.
get some dopamine in quick.
yeah. There's some silly things, but I mean, whatever. The only thing that's weird about it is like I think last year they didn't even apply or bid to be in the Olympics. I know we got the
Mm.
Yeah.
World Games going on now, but that's just crazy because a lot of the reasoning I hear for all these rules is like, oh, for the Olympics, and then we don't bid on that to even be
Mm.
like looked at for it. So it's weird, but
I know it's been a discussion for, I mean, since I started powerlifting like 12 years ago, they've always been talking about like trying to get into the Olympics, but I really don't see it. I don't see it ever really happening. It would be cool. I mean, I hope it does happen, but it doesn't really seem like something that is going to happen. What do you guys think?
Trevor, what do you think?
I think probably. I don't think we have the money to get in.
Because there's probably like some sort of whatever, like you have to buy in essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not 100%, but I've heard it's like millions of dollars just to apply. Which, like, I'm sure the IPF has money, but I don't know if they have that kind of money.
Yeah.
And
Probably.
Well,
even with SBD and Avantis and all them, like, they're great big companies, but I don't know if they would want to put that kind of money forward. And then there's probably still the chance you don't even get in, right?
Mm.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
guess the
rough.
sport has to be popular enough already to get into the Olympics, so there's a large enough base of people that's going to care. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's in the Olympics. I mean, I feel like there's lots of sports that are in the Olympics that a lot of people don't care about, but that's just our perspective. I guess there probably are a lot of people that are watching like the curling, all that all that stuff. There is probably a huge, way more people watching that would be watching powerlifting.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, one that actually kind of blew my mind is like the breakdancing. I mean, obviously people love dancing, but breakdancing in itself, having that category, like being in the Olympics, was a bit strange, especially because of like some of the breakdancing that I've seen. I think I probably seen like the worst little examples because of Instagram showing me, but there is some dancing that was just like just kind of strange to see on the Olympic stage, you know?
Yeah, it was like a meme. It was like this doesn't even feel real.
Yeah. So, Shane, when you were back in the IPF days, when was that till? You said you started like what, 10 years, 12 years ago?
I want to say my first USAPL meet was in 2014, January. So I did a few meets they were basically like untested meets before I'd ever really knew what the USAPL and like tested powerlifting were, just like meets that were more local to me in Florida. So my first USAPL meet was in 2014. So it was like 11 years ago, almost 12 years ago now. And then I competed through 2019 in the USAPL.
Yeah. So you started young then. How old were you? Like 15, 16?
Yeah, I think I was 15. I was almost 16. I think my first meet was literally like 2 weeks before I turned 16. So I was 15, but barely.
Dang, okay. So you started real young then. So how did you even find out about powerlifting and competing?
Just through bodybuilding.com. Like I
Okay.
would post my lifts on there on the forums, and then I basically just because I did try to do weightlifting in high school, but in Florida they've since changed it. But weightlifting used to just be the bench and the clean and jerk, and I was decent at bench, but I'd never really had any Olympic weightlifting coaching, so I was very bad at the clean and jerk, and there was not much organization. Like our weightlifting team was basically just the football team. They just made all of them do it in the off season, and no one was really that strong. There was no real organization to it, so I preferred to just lift by myself, like go to gym and train. And I wasn't really doing much. I guess I wasn't doing really any squatting or deadlifting when I first started. Like I first started lifting when I was like 12 years old, and I was doing mostly just like a bunch of upper body stuff and like machines for the legs. But then once I realized like squats and deadlifts were, the key to like actually being strong, that was mostly like what I focused on. And so then I would post my lifts on bodybuilding.com, and I ended up talking with this guy. I think his name was Chris Myers. He owns a few gyms actually in Florida, like Boynton Barbell, Broward Barbell, and he went to the university that's FSU. That's in Tallahassee, my hometown. So he was doing a meet in Defuniak Springs or somewhere, and I'd already done one meet in Orlando. I'd done one meet in Orlando earlier that year, but I basically got talking with this guy, and he was like, "You should come train at FSU," because they had a little room that was the FSU Muscle Lab, which they did. It was like the weightlifting club for the university. So then I started training there and got a lot more immersed in it, and then just kind of went from there. But yeah, literally, bodybuilding.com is kind of to thank for my introduction into knowing what powerlifting was.
Dang, hell yeah, man. Because I think bodybuilding.com just got taken down, right? Like,
They removed the forums, yeah, like there was like I don't know hundreds of thousands of like threads or whatever that they actually I think deleted all that information. I don't know. I don't think they
yeah,
archived it or anything. They're just like, no, this all
no,
has to go.
the ancient scriptures, man. That was like
Yeah.
the base of fitness.
Yeah, because for the longest time I wouldn't post anything. I would just ask Google questions, and then I realized like, oh, all these things that are popping up are like questions other people have asked on the forum. So then I was like, oh, I should make an account. And I started like posting, and I had like a training log on there. And then eventually I got banned because you can get banned like for anything. You just like talking shit to people or really anything. So I think at one point, I think Lane Norton might have even like banned me because he was a moderator on the forums. Yeah, good
You're
old
just
days.
shit talking some people about
Yeah,
porn or
constantly.
something.
And then I'd make a new account, and then it would be like, oh, like we'd know it's you, and then that account would get banned.
Oh God, it's pretty crazy that they would delete all that though, because I personally didn't use it much, but I know like if you search up any question, or you used to be able to search up any question, that's what would come up, like bodybuilding.com forums, and yeah, like they go way back. So kind of a
Yeah,
bummer they just erase it all.
Why
yeah. I
did
don't
they?
know.
Was there a reason?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think they might have just been like, oh, there's too much. Because if you did any amount of like talking about PEDs on there, they would ban you like if they found out.
Oh,
So I can't imagine that it was even that. Like it wasn't even like, oh, it's a bad look for our company because they're talking about steroids because you couldn't even do that on those forums. So yeah, I can't really think of any good reason as to why they would why unless they didn't want to pay for the server space. I don't know.
I'm gonna search
hmm.
up if their company is still a thing, because that would just be really good. You have all the people coming to your website, like you'd
Mm.
want that traffic, I think, because they have like they sell like supplements and stuff, don't they? I swear they've been at like some expos, and it's pretty
Yeah,
strange.
I don't know if they did like if they made their own supplements or they were just like a wholesale
Distributed.
type, yeah, distributor
Yeah.
of other company supplements. But I know for sure, I mean, I used to always order like back in the day, like the Optimum Nutrition whey and creatine, I would always order it off bodybuilding.com.
Yeah.
It was like
That's crazy.
pre-Amazon, like before Amazon was even a thing.
Damn. Damn, major throwback. What about now for like protein and stuff? Do you take like lots of those supplements, or mostly through the Whole Foods?
No, so I just got an affiliate with what is it with Transparent Labs. So I
Oh, nice.
actually I got creatine and protein powder and pre-workout, and then I left it in Florida. So I think
Wow.
I took literally like one dose, one serving of the creatine, and like two servings of the pre-workout. And I meant to bring it, but I was like gathering all my stuff and the stuff for the dog, and I ran out the door. So yeah, I'm still kind of like anti-protein powder
Yeah.
because I've always I don't know people always kind of associate I guess me with that because I'm like oh protein powder is bullshit which is not. I'm just being like hyperbolic. But for the longest time like I wouldn't take it and I have like in my mind I'm like I'm not gonna buy protein powder because I've been given so much protein powder over the years that I ended up like giving away and now it's on my nutrition plan. But I'm like there's no way I'm gonna buy it because I've been given like so much, and now I'm gonna have to like actually go spend money on this. This is insane.
Well, you find it easy to get all the protein in without protein powder? Like you've always done that?
Yeah, I feel like just like the Whole Foods. Like I mean, when we were in Texas, you kind of saw like how I was eating, like trying to eat a decent bit of ground beef every single day. So like
Yeah.
for me, if I eat like 2 pounds of ground beef a day and like a bit of milk, a few cups of milk or I don't know, a quarter gallon of milk, I'm gonna get 300 grams of protein pretty easily, which is all I need. I only need about 300, 300 grams, so that's pretty easy to do.
Two
Yeah.
pounds of ground beef is fucked.
Yeah,
That's a
I,
lot of ground beef.
I've actually done more. So there was a few times this year where I was like, how much ground beef can I eat? So I would just not eat any rice, and I would just eat like somewhere between like 3.5 to 4.5 pounds. And
Oh my
it's
god.
not that hard. I mean, it's most people it's probably like they're like, oh, this guy's a psychopath. But it's not enjoyable. But
No.
you just do it. You just don't
How-
think about it. Just like chew, water, swallow.
yeah. I wonder, if you shopped in Halifax yet? Like, is ground beef a little cheaper in the States than it is here?
Oh, 100%. I think I spent $360 Canadian our first little trip to the grocery store. And I bought some beef, liver, all the juices. The juice that he has me drink is crazy expensive. Like he wants me drinking 2 cups of pomegranate juice a
Hmm.
day, but not like the one that's it's still from concentrate, but it's like $12 per bottle. So it's
Yeah.
like $6 a day just in juice. I mean, it's kind of insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking of eating like how much it would cost me to eat fucking 2 pounds of ground beef every day. I'd be broke.
Yeah, I mean the meat is definitely the most expensive aspect of of the diet. So right now I'm eating, I think, 11 ounces of ground beef and then 9 ounces of sirloin a day. So it's quite a bit less. It's only about 20 ounces of red meat a day.
I don't know
Cooked.
what the
Yeah.
fuck ounces.
Oh,
Yeah.
16 ounces in a pound. So it's like a pound.
Oh, okay,
It's a
so it's a bit
pound
more
and a
than a pound.
quarter.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
but that's cooked. That's cooked weight beef. So it is, a little bit higher than the raw. Or a little bit.
Yeah,
The raw
yeah,
weight would be a bit more.
yeah. Yeah, I've started getting it, and you can see it in my picture here in the old Costco tube. You get
Oh
the
yeah,
big fucking tube of beef. Seems to be the best way to do it.
yeah. That's the way to go for sure.
It's lean as fuck too. Like there's almost no fat when you cook it.
Is it like 88? It's 88/12, right? In that tube.
No, the I think the lady said it's like 95. So she
Oh,
said
that's
for
good.
their regular beef, they take this tube beef and they actually add some fattier stuff in it for their regular lean ground beef.
Interesting.
Is
Wow.
what the lady at Costco told me. Could be complete bullshit, but
She's just making shit
that's
up.
what she told me. But
Well,
it's lean as fuck when you cook it. Like there's virtually no
right.
fat.
One thing I've noticed is it doesn't seem like on the beef that I've seen, it'll say like extra lean, but it
Yeah,
won't
it
say
doesn't
like a
show.
fat percentage. It won't be like
No.
93.7 or 96.4. It'll just say extra lean, and I have to like look at the actual. I have to like go in and like reverse calculate it. Like, all right, how many grams of fat per serving,
Yeah.
and like multiply that like by the mass, and then figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we do that here at all, do we, Luke? It's just like lean,
No.
medium, extra lean.
I remember when, yeah, I think when we had gone to Houston and like we were shopping, like you're like, okay, we need this percentage, and I'm like, like it's just extra lean, lean,
Yeah,
medium.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're like very
Yeah.
precise. People need to know because if you just buy like ground chuck or something, it's like 25%. It's like 25/75. Like
Mm.
you're eating
Yeah.
like almost like you'd be eating twice as many calories from fat than protein. Like you're just eating this like hunk of fat basically. And some people think they're like, oh, you're eating ground beef, you're eating like this. And like, no, I'm eating 96.4, like the
Yeah.
leanest ground beef. I would be eating 99.1 if I could. If I could find a leaner one, I'd be eating the leanest one possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you buy medium ground beef here, I don't know what the fuck the percentage is.
It's
But
probably
like
80/20. It's probably
like
like
you,
80/20.
it seems like you lose like half the weight that you buy. Like
Yes.
just from cooking it, it's fucked.
Yeah, it's just a big grease puddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, you scoop out fucking half a pound of fat after.
Yeah. Got to feed
Even
that to
like,
the dogs.
Yeah.
oh yeah, hell yeah. Well, even our lean to extra lean, because like sometimes the lean will be on sale for so cheap, and I'm like, okay, well, it's supposed to be lean, so I bought it a few times, and yeah, like the amount of fat in the lean beef is very crazy. So now it's just the extra lean, but I gotta check out Costco, and maybe you should too, Shane, if you'll be here for a bit longer.
Yeah, the first time I didn't realize you guys had Costco because you guys
Mhm.
have Walmart too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no Sam's Club though. You guys have that, right?
Yeah, but that's just Walmart. That's just like bulk
Oh,
Walmart. They're
oh,
the same. They're the same owner.
oh,
But
damn. Okay.
we have both. But like I think for Sam's Club, I believe you have to have a same as Costco. You have to have a membership. You can't just go in there as like a civilian. You got to have like your Sam's Club membership card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
You get pretty decent money back on the Costco one though.
Right? Yeah, you do. If you get like, especially if you get their credit card, then like
Yeah.
all these purchases and the gas at Costco is actually I found it's about the cheapest you can get
Yep.
gas is from Costco.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what Paige does. There's a Costco by her work. She gets all her gas there. We don't shop there a ton. Like we'll probably do like one big shop a month. And at the end of the year, we usually get like 600 or 700 bucks back.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that for a while. I used to work right by one when I was a personal trainer, and I'd go there all the time. And yeah, you get like I think you get two checks a year, like two whatever, like
Mm,
whatever their rebate or whatever it is, and they'd be pretty substantial. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to go there more often. I do my shopping at Walmart, which is probably like, not the best place for groceries, but it's just like close by. So just hit that up.
I don't
Oh,
know what it is. Like if I get chicken or beef from Walmart, it's not good. I find. I don't know why. Especially the chicken. Like no matter how I
Well,
fucking cook it, it's dry.
yeah, no, it is pretty bad. I think that's why I got turned off from chicken is because of Walmart. I like the breast at least. But
Yeah.
I did want to bring this up because Shane might hate chicken more than he hates protein powder, or at least you always joked about that.
Yeah, I hired this guy, Maximus McCall, to do my nutrition. And like one of the things we were on like an hour long call, and he asked me like a bunch of questions about diet preferences and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I don't eat a lot of chicken. And then like in the notes, he like sent me the notes he took. He's like, hates chicken. And I was like, if you told me to eat chicken, I would. And I don't hate chicken. I mean, I just like a chicken breast, yeah, is pretty brutal. But like chicken wings, I love eating chicken wings. Chicken wings are great.
Mm.
But it's almost just like, I don't know. Like we made that video in Houston. Luke made a bunch of edits to it. And it is pretty funny. Like I do feel like kind of playing into that. People like really think I hate chicken. But I mean, chicken is really easy to eat, especially like chicken wings, chicken thighs. They're
Mm.
extremely easy to eat, and that you can make it very delicious. But generally, I'm gonna prefer the beef. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that video is good. You're like, I forget because it was probably like 3 years ago now. You're just going off about chicken, like such a shit animal. One stomach, like looks like fucking. Look at them, they're pussies or something. It's like cows stronger, so I get it.
Yeah, I think Stan Efferding has a quote. He's like, "Have you ever seen a big chicken?" Just saying that cows are much larger, more nutritious animals themselves, which means that you will be also if you eat them.
I cut out for a little bit. Was it the I've never seen a big chicken thing?
Yeah, I've never seen a
Yeah.
big chicken. Yeah, Luke,
Yeah.
you were kind of breaking up a little bit too. Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I just was taking a little discreet washroom break,
Why?
but
I just piss freely when I go on this thing.
I feel like my washrooms like acoustics are crazy.
Sometimes I just walk outside and piss off the deck.
Yes, I feel like that's like the most anabolic thing to do. Mark your
Yep.
territory.
Yep. Look at the corn. I'm pissed.
If I did that right now, I'd be outside peeing on a building and everyone would be like, I'm going to jail.
That's Scarborough. You'd be fine. You'd be looking at some other guy peeing on the building.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it
probably.
bad there with the homeless people, Luke?
Not exactly where I am, like, but in Toronto, yeah, it's pretty bad. Like around me, I'd say you could, if you take a drive and you get off the highway, you see like, I don't know, like one or two, maybe a little more, but
That's not bad.
downtown Toronto is quite bad.
Yeah, where you are is not bad. Like right off the highway by Pickering seems pretty okay.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. There is like sometimes like because I am right on the big highway in Ontario, like the 401 is massive and people go on like around these neighborhoods like on the 401 and they steal the cars and then they drive on the 401 and leave like the area of like the whatever town. So if you're in Scarborough, you go to Pickering and then these cars get sold and like shipped out of Montreal and you never see your car again. So I mean that happens.
I think they do that here too, where they'll just like throw your car on a boat or something and then like ship it away, and then it's like, oh, we sold
Yeah,
they
even
sold your
better.
car, you
Yeah,
never see it again.
yeah, they put them
Because
in containers and then they're just fucking
Yeah,
gone.
yeah, because it's a big port, I guess, here
Yep.
in Halifax, so they just scoop your car up and then just throw it on a big container ship.
Have you been down to the port there? It's fucking cool.
Yeah. We went jet skiing like in between. I guess it's Dartmouth and Halifax. Like,
Yep.
yeah, we were out in the bay jet skiing last time, about a month ago. It was super cool.
Yeah, it's so fucking nice there. That's where Paige went to law school. So I've been there quite a bit.
Oh, okay. She's from here, or she lived here, I guess.
No, no. So we grew up like 5 minutes from each other, like where we live.
Okay.
And then she did her undergrad for 4 years, and then she went to Dalhousie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
Laura went there as well, to Dalhousie.
Yep. Yeah, it's a
That's cool.
really nice school.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, she got like a year and a half, and then COVID kicked her out.
I think
oh,
I think
I
they're
didn't
all
know
like
that.
on strike right now. All the professors are like on strike, so they like closed the university for like 3 weeks or something.
Really?
Something crazy like that. Like they were acting like it was really casual. I was like, what? How can the professors just decide that they're not going to show up? But I guess they don't pay them enough, or they don't even pay them like
Oh
regular
my arse, they
wages.
don't pay them enough. Pay
Yeah,
them
so I
fucking
guess
too
it kind of
much.
makes sense, but I guess it happens like a semi-frequent basis. I was like, how is this? How is this? How you guys live?
Yeah, fuck, I don't know. I know during COVID, they upped Paige's tuition. Like they were already because it's law school, it was like fucking $18,000 a year, and they upped it to like 20 while the school was closed because they said they had to teach the teachers how to teach over Zoom. Like these
That's crazy.
fucking law school professors don't know how to teach over Zoom, so you're gonna charge them 2 grand more. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've never even been to Halifax. I need to go at some point because I've heard really good things. Trevor and Paige rave about it.
That's nice.
You're
Yeah,
a
I
big
like
fan of it,
the
Shane?
yeah, I like it out here. We're a little bit more, I guess we're a little bit more like away from the city. Like it's like a 20-minute drive into the gym. Oh, I saw Greg Doucette at the gym last time I was here.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
I
Hey,
guess he
how'd that go?
trains. I didn't
Did you
talk to him or
speak?
anything, but he trains at this gym that we train at like basically every day. But he goes to a bunch of different gyms, so I only saw him the one time. But yeah, I didn't talk to him or anything.
Do you think he remembers?
I don't know. I have no idea. I would like randomly DM him like over the last few years, and he never responds to any of them. So I think
Uh,
he's like done with me. He like got what he needed from me for
yeah.
content. It's like, all right, forget about
What
this guy.
what happened? You were in a Greg video?
Oh yeah, you should go. You should go watch it. I can't talk about it too much here,
Okay.
probably, but you should go watch it for sure. It's
Okay.
an age restricted video.
Oh, one of those good ones.
Yeah,
I
Luke, you've
thought
seen
Yeah.
this video, right?
Yeah, me and you were on FaceTime while while it was happening.
But
Like
did you see the video he made though?
no, I never
Oh, you
watched
guys
it.
should both need to go watch it. I'll send it to you after
Okay,
the
okay.
podcast.
All right, bet.
I
Yeah,
thought he
no, I
was out
never
of
checked it.
Toronto. I didn't even know he was in Halifax.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know where he lives, but yeah, he lives somewhere around here.
Huh.
He might have used to live in Toronto because I feel like he did used to live in a city. But I know he's had all kinds of stuff. Like one time he was trying to like smuggle steroids across the border and
Yeah.
all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, he was one of those good clean IPF lifters, wasn't
Yeah, I'm 99% sure he just popped, failed the drug test, and then that's why he went to bodybuilding.
he? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's it's an interesting thing.
We should
Let's
get
see
Greg on.
Greg, imagine we phone him in right now. Shane, someone's wanted to say something to you.
Well, I wanted to train with him. I was like DMing him the last time, or I think the first time I was here. I was like, "Hey, we should train together." Blah blah blah. I mean, because he does have a massive following, so I feel like I don't know. I think it'd be funny if we did like do a video together.
Yeah, I think he'd be probably fine with it, probably interested in doing it. Like, I think you would, you deadlift, you do anything, you're gonna draw some views. And he's already made a video on you, so why not number two?
Right.
Let's collab again, Greg. Just DM him that. But okay, so we were talking about your diet and stuff, right? You hired, what was his name again? Is he from, he's from Canada or?
No, he's Australian. So his name is
Okay,
Maximus
Max.
McCall, and he's Australian.
Okay, and then you hired Tom, right? For your, so you have two Australians.
Yeah. So the thing with Tom, the training has been a little bit kind of all over the place, and I kind of have a little bit of like nagging shoulder pains right now. So a lot of the stuff, like today, I kind of went rogue and just did like a upper body like pump day. Did like a bunch of pull ups, some close grip bench, some rows. That was it actually. But yeah, I mean the program. I really like the program he gave me. It's just extremely intense. Like I think I sent you a screenshot
Yeah.
of the week. It's kind of crazy. Like the other day, he had me do had some warm ups exercises like box jumps, some neck curls, and then I had Zercher squats, and then deadlifts, and then SSB, and then RDL. So it's like do squat and
Dang.
deadlift, and then do squat and deadlift again, like different variations. So it's kind of crazy. I enjoy it, but I do think that I need to get like my body healthy before I can like fully run
Yeah.
something like that. And then with this hamstring issue I'm having too. So I messaged him and I was like, hey, I might need a week or two just to get everything right before we can really start to push. But yeah, I've always liked Tom and his training style. So that's the goal right now is just get brutally strong at everything.
Mhm. And you've
Fuck
been doing
yeah.
some strongman stuff too, right? So you want to talk about that a little bit? You did a show last or early this year?
Yeah, it was a local show. So I've known the guy, Brett Fain. He owns a gym here in Tallahassee, Iron Vault. So I've known him for quite a long time, and I think he wanted me to do it the previous year, but I was still kind of I was in prep for the meet that I did a few weeks after when you guys came to Tampa. So I didn't do it in 2024, but yeah, I did it this past year because I had spent quite a long time like losing weight and just doing like a variety of exercises. So I was like, that'd be kind of a cool experience to do my first strongman show, not have to travel. It's just right across town, just drive across town and do it. Um, my mom got to come actually. She hadn't watched me probably compete in like probably since I was like in high school. So it was cool to have
Oh
her
wow.
be able to like come to something I was like some kind of like competitive event that I was doing. So it was a 2 day show. I think it was like end of March. So it was beautiful weather. It was like 70, 75, really sunny, but not like too brutally hot, like how Florida gets. So it was cool though. It was really cool. I think it was eight events. So it was four events each day. And yeah, it was really fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, that's cool that your mom got to go because like I mean most of your competitions are national and then like above, right? Like you've competed in Germany and stuff. So I don't think she's like, traveling out there. So that's cool that she got to watch and it's
Yeah,
cool
it
it was
was
a good
cool.
experience.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna do it this next year too. It's like it's not a huge show or anything, but it is something that I can kind of just like jump into, not dedicate a whole lot of my training to, and still be okay, and just kind of like have a fun time competing in Tallahassee. So like, there's no real like investment or barrier to entry. I can just drive across town and compete.
Do you think you're gonna like take it to another level with the strongman stuff, like compete at a, or how does that work? Like, do you have to qualify, or like how does it work to get to another level, like a higher level?
It's a little bit interesting. So I guess there's two main. I didn't know this before. I guess before this year, there's two main federations in the U.S. So I think there's Strongman Core, then there's like USS, like United Strongman something. Um, so the way that you get to like World's Strongest Man is you have to get to a Giant show and then get top three. And so to get to a Giants live show, which most of them are in Europe, to get to a Giants live show, you have to in the States, you have to win OSG. So there's this meet it's usually like in November, December, official strongman games. So if you win that, then you get a Giants Live spot. And then if you podium at Giants Live, you're guaranteed a World's Strongest Man invite. So probably next year, that'll be more the route I take. Actually go to OSG, um, try to win OSG, then try to get into a Giants live show, and then go to World's Strongest Man.
Okay, so that is the plan. Like that's the goal is strongman for now, at least.
Well, I mean, so I just did a video with Eric Bugenhagen, and he was asking me like, "What are your goals?" And I mean, I definitely have a lot of things in powerlifting that I didn't finish. So I guess I have like a lot of unfinished business in powerlifting still. Like I never hit the 2,300 pound total. I never hit the world record total. I didn't even hit the 800 pound squat like in competition. So I have all these things that I want to do in powerlifting also. But I guess a big part of it is just being healthy and in a way, like they're gonna complement each other. So if I'm really good at, if I get stronger on my SBD, I'm gonna be better at strongman anyway. It's just like kind of retaining some of those like athletic qualities, not getting like too unathletic as a power lifter, and then still being able to transition kind of back and forth powerlifting strongman. But that is the goal. The goal has always, kind of been the same. It hasn't changed a lot. It's just kind of dealing with my nagging injuries and sorry, my
Yeah,
throat
well,
was-
Trevor and I were talking about I think Trevor's frozen right now, but we are talking about your build is like really good for strongman too, because you got a good ape index and lots of muscle on the frame. So you just got to get to back to that like high 200, 300 pounds and you'll be ready.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like just specific things with strongman, like the Atlas stones. I'm a decent overhead presser, but I've realized I'm really bad at like at push press. I'm really bad at using my legs and transferring force like through my legs into the press. So my best strict press and my best like push press or log press are basically the exact same. Like I'm getting nothing from the legs.
Legs.
Right. So like but I always feel like once I learn how to use my legs, I should have a really good log press and push press. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of things that need work. There's a lot of like a ton of work to be done for sure. But I do feel like I definitely have like all the necessary, uh, like you said, just like the build for it. Um, and it's just like a bit more. It's a bit more complete, I feel like, than powerlifting. Like with powerlifting, not to say that either one is better than the other, but it's just kind of a little more up my alley where it's not so hyper specific. You're always kind of having to adapt to slightly different events. You never really know
What you're
until
gonna
a
even
few months
do.
out, like what is World's Strongest Man going to be next year? Like nobody knows. It changes every year, and they have like general themes. Like there's always going to be some kind of deadlift, some kind of overhead press, some kind of carry, some kind of yoke. Um, but it's always different. It's like that kind of like ever changing nature of it keeps it, I think, a bit fresh. Where it's not like, all right, I have three things that I'm always training for. It's just more general. Like you kind of have to be good at everything. And in the way that powerlifting, you kind of know who's going to win most powerlifting meets like before they even occur.
Yeah.
Strongman's not like that. Like you could have all these kind of like freak thing like people can get injured and then just like if you ever watch Mitchell Hooper compete, he's like a true like he's a real gamer with it. Like he's not going to go crazy on an event he knows he can't win and like potentially hurt himself or fatigue himself. He's going to go really hard on the ones he's best at to try to like accrue the most points. Because you can win World's Strongest Man without winning a single event. Like if you get second in everything, you're going to probably win. So like someone could get first in two or three events, but then they get beaten by someone who gets second in everything because they might get first in two or three and then fifth in the other five, and then you get kind of the points the way they fall. You actually don't win, so it kind of awards being more well-rounded. Whereas I feel like powerlifting, like that, just kind of like that nature of knowing who's going to win before the competition happens is a little bit discouraging. Like if
Yeah.
John Hack shows up to a meet, nobody's gonna beat him. Like nobody can get the money. The money's going to
Yeah.
John, like no matter
To
what.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually it's
Well,
just kind of like it's cool, like he's a freak, but it's like like is this really that fun to watch, you know?
yeah. Yeah, it's more of like a sport for sure, strongman, because there's actual like you said, like Mitch is planning, okay, I'm gonna pull back here. If you did that on bench, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna bench the most, I'll pull back.
Right.
It's like, well, your total's trash. Like,
Right. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Yeah, it's like
So
with powerlifting, like basically you have to hit PRs. Maybe not on every lift, but you have to hit some PRs or you're not gonna beat your best total, you know?
yeah. Trev, I think you're glitching a little. Or maybe it's me. Shane, can you hear me well?
I can hear you. Yeah, yeah. I do think Trevor is frozen.
Yeah, Trev, you're frozen. If you can hear us, maybe exit and come back.
Can you hear me?
Oh, he's back.
He's
Let me
back.
switch it there. Right
Yeah.
here. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
What
that's
do
kind of
you?
been like the big thing in strongman right now is Thor wins every fucking event that isn't a press. Mitch just kind of comes second and third and everything, and then beats him every time.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Mitch, he's dealing with some sort of injury. I do think he's coming back, but I do know that he didn't do the deadlift world championship, and I know he's had some kind of injury, but I'm not exactly sure what it was.
I think as far as I know, he fucked up his back, and then he said he was going to take like a year off. He got some stem cells done, but now he says he's doing the Rogue Invitational. So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the stem cells just worked really well, hopefully.
Yeah, it was pretty quick because he was like adamant he was going to take like a full year off, like maybe do the Arnold, which is in like March or something. And then all of a sudden he was prepping for the Rogue. So who
Yeah,
knows?
he's had a rough year probably. Probably doesn't know what to do, honestly.
Yeah, but he's never like actually slowed down. He's just literally fucking won everything until like this Worlds. Then he got a little banged up, but
He still got second, right?
uh, yeah. No, I think he got third. I think Tom Stoltman got
Oh, Stoltman
second.
beat him. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And that Reno, what's his name? Reno now or Reno? I can't pronounce it. That
Yeah, he just came
African
out of
guy.
nowhere. The
Yeah,
South African guy, yeah.
yeah. I think he's also doing the Rogue, so it'd be interesting to see how he does because I've never seen him do anything else before.
Yeah, I'd never seen him do any other shows. I mean, I know he has, but I
Hmm.
didn't. I mean, I remember looking at his, I think he had like only maybe, I don't know, a few thousand followers. And then after World's Strongest Man,
Yeah,
blew up to like, whatever he has now. But it was like, he was going up by like 1,000 followers a day because everyone was like, who is this guy?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
pretty cool to see though.
I remember the interview with him after. They were like, "Are you gonna quit your job and go full time strongman?" He's like an electrician or something. He's like, "No, I don't think so. I like my job. We'll probably just whatever."
Yeah, that's kind of the coolest way to do it, where you're like, you're not like you train really hard, but you're almost like kind of casual about it. You're not like, oh, I need to
Yeah,
win
yeah,
or my life's over. It's kind of like, yeah, I like doing this thing, and I won World's Strongest Man. That's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a cooler way to do it.
That is a flex. Yeah, he's like a superhero. He's
Like he
just
doesn't
doing
need
it
it. He
not in
doesn't
the
need
spotlight.
World's Strongest. Yeah, like he even if he does like if he
yeah,
doesn't do it again, he can always claim that he won one, and he still has a job that probably pays really well. So he's not like
yeah,
reliant on strongman or competing in anything to make
yeah,
money. He's going to be okay without it.
yeah. You see some of the guys that get so fucking banged up, but they just keep going to shows and keep killing themselves because they need the fucking money, right?
Right.
Or
Yeah.
he can kind of pick and choose.
Yeah, I do feel like that's the way to do it because it makes it a lot more. I feel like you actually can enjoy it. Like you can actually enjoy competing versus feeling like, oh, I'm compelled to compete or I'm fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
a
think
lot of the
he
strongmen. Oh, you go ahead, Trev.
I was gonna say, I think he was signed up for Strongest Man on Earth, Brian Shaw's show, and I think he just said fuck that because the events were fucking brutal. For some guys, I think dogged it out and fucking killed themselves there. But
Yeah. Yeah, and then he wasn't at the deadlift world championship either, was he?
no, no, I think the Rogue coming up will be his first show or like first big show, anyways.
That's the
Since
way to do it
World's
because
Strongest
like
Man.
with strongman especially, it's like how many times realistically can you compete a year and not just be like tearing your biceps off and getting hurt all the time? I mean, it's so brutal that probably like 1 to 2 shows a year is about the limit where you can actually make progress. Because you could probably compete 4 or 5 times a year and like maintain like injury free status, but like probably never actually get any better because like when's your off season? You're constantly just back to back. Kind of with powerlifting too is like if you're constantly in prep, when are you actually getting stronger?
Yeah, I think that's what happened to Novikov. Like I kind of heard he almost wasn't even really training. He just competed like every weekend. Which like he was fucking phenomenal for like
Yeah.
a 3 year run, but he's fucked now. Like he's just destroyed.
Yeah, and he's one of the guys that I always kind of look to for inspiration because he's not as big as a lot of the other ones. Like I think he's about my height and like
Mm.
under, maybe he's at 300 pounds, but like a little, I think he's a little bit under 300 pounds. So that kind of gives me hope because I used to, when I was younger, I was like, oh, I'm not 6'6", I'm not 350 pounds. Like there's no shot. But I do think someone like that, who's like a true like technician and like student of the sport, kind of. And I think Reno Nell, he's not. I mean, he's big. I think he's over 300 pounds, but he's not like one of these. Like he's not Thor size, you know.
400 pounds anymore.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
did
you
it
cut
cut
out a
out?
little.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
back.
was just saying, like in this era of strongman, you definitely do not need to be 400 pounds unless you're
Yeah,
Thor
but
because he has abs at 200 kilos. But
yeah, but even like Thor, I feel like you were saying, he's gonna kind of get beaten by someone who is a little more athletic. Like, yeah, he's gonna have the biggest deadlift. He's gonna have certain things that he's the best at, but someone who's just smaller and can move faster is going to beat him at a lot of events.
to be honest, at most of the shows, at the events where you need a big gas tank, he wins the event.
Mm.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
it's just his press was so bad. Like he would, I can't remember what show it was. It might have been Strongest Man on Earth. He won like almost all the events, but there was two presses, and he just came eighth, and then Mitch won.
Is that just because he had the pec tear a few years ago
Yeah,
when he was trying to powerlift again?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Because he used to be a good presser, I feel like.
yeah. I think he pressed like a 210, 215 kilo log.
Yeah.
But
Which
like
isn't
since
like,
the pec tear, he's been like nowhere near. Like I think maybe 180.
yeah, I remember seeing him do some dumbbell pressing, and I'm like, oh, I could do more than that.
Yeah,
But it's kind of not fair. Like, I mean, with an injury like that, like sometimes it just never gets better. You
yeah.
know, you have
But
to have that
but
thing reattached.
yeah. But like surprisingly for how fucking big he is, there's a lot of events where it's like a 2 minute event. And you need a big fucking gas tank, and he will win, which is fucked because he weighs 200 keys. But
Yeah, I guess just he just has like a tremendous willpower, and he did like prep for boxing. Not that that like
yeah,
necessarily carries over, but he must have pretty good like cardiovascular ability if he was able to, you know, be a boxer for a brief stint.
yeah, yeah. It's so crazy that like he had that first part of his career, and then he retired. Got all like he got down to like 150 keys, maybe. Like looked like it was over. Came
Damn.
back, and now he's the fucking strongest guy on the planet again.
Yeah, so I actually met him at the 2022 Olympia when he was like at his smallest. He was like 330 pounds, and I was like, oh, this guy's he's really tall, but he's not that big. And then I met him or I saw him again uh, 2 months ago, and he was at Eisenhart where he pulled the 505, and he was like, I think he was 198 kilos, and I was like, oh, this is what Thor is supposed to be, which was it was insane. Like I took a picture with him, but it really like still doesn't do it justice. Like standing next to someone that large, it is kind of just like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Especially he's that fucking big and he's not fat like at all.
No, no.
It doesn't make sense like how that's allowed.
Yeah, it was really cool. His dad was there, and I guess his dad is actually like an inch taller than him. He's really
Oh yeah.
skinny, but he like his dad, I don't know, like him and his dad, they're both just like these giant people. And especially in Germany, I feel like there's a bit of tall people in Germany, but where we were, it did seem like the average height was pretty low. So they were just like these giants walking around. It was really funny.
I guess even strongman wise, there weren't very many other big guys there. Like the Heinle did it right, but he's like closer to your size.
Yeah, I want to say Heinle's maybe like he's probably about 6'2". He's probably about like in between me and you height wise.
Mm,
But yeah, I mean, he's crazy. Like I don't know if you've definitely seen him like his stomach. I feel like that's why he's such a good deadlifter. He has this like crazy like just control. He has like this huge abdomen, but he can like
yeah.
brace it, like control it in this way that's like I've never seen anything like it. And I want to say he's like 40. 42 or 43 years old, still deadlifting 1,000+ pounds. It's pretty
Yeah,
insane.
he is. Yeah, yeah. He pulled like 470 or 475 or something.
Yeah, I want to say he did 460, and then maybe he tore his hamstring because he was going to go up. He was going to attempt the 505 also, but I think he
Holy
had an
fuck.
injury to his adductor or a hamstring. Because
Yeah,
I think he just had surgery actually.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's a fucking freak. He's been deadlifting so much for so long too, and he's always
Yeah,
been like 300 pounds or like around there, pulling 1,000.
yeah. I believe he has the Masters record. It's like
Yeah,
about 1,050.
yeah. Because that Russian guy used to have it. The guy that would fucking bleed everywhere. His name's not coming
Yeah,
to me. Remember, he'd have those awesome videos. It'd take like 30 seconds from the pull up.
yeah. He
But
was
yeah.
there. He was at Eisenhart as well.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and he. I want to say he's even older. He's like 45.
Yeah,
So
he's
he's a
definitely a
bit
couple
past
years
his
older.
prime. Yeah, he's a bit
Yeah.
past his prime. But he still pulled. I think he still pulled 400 keys.
Jesus fucking
He's
Christ.
cool. Shivlyakov.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of
he's
those guys
super
are
cool.
fucked. I think Heinle once, after one of the deadlift world championships, he pulled like 475 or something. And then 2 days later, he just pulled it sumo. I just
Yeah,
out of
yeah, yeah,
nowhere,
yeah,
no
yeah. He did.
training. The fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, he one of the
Any other
records.
strongman would.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
one of the records that I was looking at for years is the 400 kilo for reps, and he's had that
Hmm.
for I want to say like 4 or 5 years now. He pulled 400 for 6. Um, but yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I think he was actually in a suit and he pulled sumo, and he's like, I haven't pulled sumo in 10 years, and then he pulled like 475
Yeah,
with sumo. Yeah, he pulled like 1,050 sumo.
That's insane.
it's
Yeah,
so fucking ridiculous.
yeah, Estonian.
I remember that 400 for reps. You were like, what did you get? You said the record 6, and then you got like 5 or 4.
Well, I
Like,
matched it. I got 6 at the
oh,
time,
okay.
but it was with sumo, so it's kind of like
Does it
that's
not
kind
count?
of well, not really. Like in strongman, it would have to be conventional.
Conventional.
Yeah, but they get to use a suit too.
Yeah.
But Colton has pulled 400 for a set of 8 now. So
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
He wants to do the deadlift world champs or something, doesn't he?
I think he said yeah he wants to break the heaviest deadlift ever.
Does he pull conventional too?
Like right
He
now,
just switched.
conventional.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
he
seen him
just
training.
switched.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's like he pulled like 370 for 6 or something.
Yep. Yeah, he did like 355 for 8, and then he did 370 for 6 the next week. And that's no suit still. That's still raw, just straps.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see how far he gets. Jamal never pulled a grand, did he? I know he kind of tried the same thing.
He tried it. He did go over there to the Deadlift World Championship, I guess in 2023, and he
Hmm.
tried 1,000. He tried the 455, and he tried it twice. Like he pulled it up to his knees, and then he's like, "All right, 1 second," and he like set up and like tried it again. It was pretty crazy. He tried it twice, but he failed it. And he failed it twice. But he
Yeah.
pulled the 430. He pulled was like he pulled like I think 400, 430, and then failed
Hmm.
455. But both the 400 and the 430 were like insanely fast. Like it seemed like he was
Yeah.
going to do it. I don't know if it was just like he was jet lagged or what, but it seemed like he had the strength for it for sure.
Yeah. Was he still pulling raw, I think, too, wasn't he? Or did he
Yeah,
put
he
a
was
suit
probably
on?
the only guy there without a deadlift suit on,
Yeah.
just the
That's
straps.
fucked up. Yeah, it'd be cool to see how far Colton gets. It's kind of hard to say what he would pull now, but I would guess at least like 950 or something.
Yeah, I mean he pulled the 500 sumo with straps, so I would imagine I think 1,000 pound conventional is pretty realistic for him. Just if he just keeps going the way he's been going.
Yeah. Some guy almost pulled it the other day. Somebody pulled like 445. I saw
Oh, Fernando, yes,
untested
Fernando
guy.
pulled.
Yeah.
So that's the heaviest deadlift done, heaviest conventional deadlift done in a full power meet was Fernando.
Mm.
Yep. That
That
was
was the
freaky.
meet that John did, right?
No, no, no. This meet was down in Texas. It was called like the Backyard
Um,
Pro or something.
dang.
But John
Yeah,
also
he
had a
took
great
that
meet.
from John
Yeah,
Hack.
he took it from Magnuson. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of Sir Dave, probably like in a full meet. No.
No, Magnuson actually had a 975 or 976 from when he was like 22 years old. That was in a full power meet.
Oh fuck! I didn't even know that.
Sir Dave had number two. He had like I think 965 in a full power meet.
Yeah.
He was right behind him. And actually, I was at the Reach Rumble last year. It was my last powerlifting meet. Dave went for the same number that Fernando pulled, the 981 or 982, but on a
Mm,
power bar. And he pulled it like right up to his knees and like held it for like a solid like 2 seconds. Like it seemed like he was gonna do it, and then he just
that's
couldn't
fucked.
quite. Yeah, his deadlift is freaky. He had called for a 455. But Zach Myers ended up missing his third, so he lowered it back to 445. But for a second, like it was like, oh, he's gonna pull 1,000 on the power bar. I mean,
Stiff. Holy
yeah, it was
That's
crap.
fucked.
crazy. It's crazy.
It doesn't seem
Hopefully,
to matter for him almost.
It almost seems he's better on the power bar. Like he's not weak off. He's so strong off the ground that it's like the give
Yeah.
of the deadlift bar almost seems to like not help him at all.
Yeah, because I don't think there's like any difference in his top end numbers
It's like it's
in any
literally
meet.
it's 2.5 kilos. He's pulled 2.5 kilos more on a deadlift bar.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, he's a freak. He just had all these like crazy injuries. It kind of sucks because he was right there. Like this guy's gonna pull 1,000
Mhm.
and could easily break the 275 world record total as well. And then he had like I think
Yeah,
twice he broke his humerus, like once on
brutal
squat and one on
injuries.
one on the bench. Yeah,
Man, there's and he posted them too. Like you can
yeah,
watch it. Like it's
Yeah.
they're pretty brutal. Hopefully he can make a comeback and like do some big deadlifts, do a decent total or a big total, but it's bad, man.
It looks like he's coming back so a little slower this time.
Yeah.
yeah. I was saying, just don't bench. Like
Yeah.
just go for the deadlift. Like I think the bench is kind of what like gets him. Even though last time it was on squat, I feel like his bench is not really making the same progress. But his squat and deadlift are already making crazy progress back. So just
Yeah.
become a squatter and deadlifter. Honestly, at this point, just fuck the bench.
His squat too, like for how he's built, makes no sense. Like how much he can squat.
No, he's got these crazy long femurs.
Yeah, like the bottom of his squat, it looks so fucked, but he can squat so much.
Yeah, his squat's crazy. He
Yeah,
squatted 380 like really easily at the Rumble.
yeah, sleeves too. I think right, like in wraps,
Sleeves,
like
yeah.
well over 400.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's done 405, probably more too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like completely folded over, dunks it as well.
yeah. It doesn't make any sense how strong his squat is, but his fucking erectors are so strong, it just doesn't matter, I guess.
yeah, he's like if you look at him like profile view, he's just like super wide, like
Yeah,
from his chest to his back. You look at him from the side, it's like he's abnormally dense.
yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like one of those guys that you'd think he'd be like fucking 330, but his torso is only about this long, so he's
Yeah,
two
he
seventy
never
five.
right. I wonder if like that like compact torso helps him just like create this crazy brace too, where he's just like he doesn't have a lot of room between his like rib cage and his
Yeah,
pelvis, so he's just like fucking pressurized system.
yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know. He's got something going on that's good.
Yeah,
That's
I
how you
believe
can tell. Oh, you go ahead.
I was gonna say he was like his previous like athletic background was like a soccer player, so he's done like tons of
Really?
running. So he has these like crazy strong quads from playing soccer.
Huh.
Yeah.
That'd be a big fucking soccer player,
Well,
wouldn't
I think
he?
like he gained a ton of weight because he only started powerlifting in like 2018, and his progress has
Wow.
been just like absolutely insane. But he
Huh.
played soccer for like 16 years or something like that.
Oh, holy shit. How old is he?
I want to say he's our early 30s. He's 32 or
Okay.
33
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
It's always hard to tell with the untested guys. Sometimes they're 20 and they look 35.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think he played soccer basically like all the way through university. So whenever he was like, I don't know, whenever you graduate, like 22 to 25, somewhere in there,
Yeah.
then he was done playing soccer.
And then it
My
turns out he
favorite
can
thing
deadlift a
about
ground.
I know my favorite thing about Sir Dave is like when he would do those big RDL sets and he'd be doing like 800
Oh,
for RDLs. And they're
Yeah.
strict, real RDLs, like
really
full
strict.
lockout each
Yeah.
time. I'm
Yeah.
watching one right now, and yeah, like his hinge is just unreal. And
Yeah, it's
yeah,
fucked.
there's no extra give to his back, and he's doing 800 for 4 beltless
Yeah.
RDL.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
fucked.
fucked. It's like the speed that he pulls some of those like 900-pound deadlifts is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, he just yoinks off the ground like it's nothing.
Wow, yeah, his first 800 was 2019, and you said he started around 2018, so
Yeah.
that's
That's
pretty
fucked.
mad.
Yeah, I guess he's just like already a freak, like from day one, basically.
Yeah. Well, okay, so your next move then will be strongman, right? And when can we expect this powerlifting return?
Well, actually, so I've started training. I I don't know if I told you, I started training at Seminole Strength, which do you guys know Jeremy Hornstra?
Yeah.
He's got the 220. I want to say he's got the 220. No, he's got the 242 and 275 all-time world record for bench press.
Yep.
So I started training at his gym, and he has a meet every year in March. So kind of like along with the same idea of like just maximizing performance, I thought I'd do that meet so that I'm not having to travel anywhere. So I might even be doing a powerlifting meet before I
Oh,
do my
before
next
the
strongman.
strongman.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that would be we'd be what about I think about
20.
5.5 months out from that. And then the
Yeah,
strongman show would actually be that same month, like maybe a few weeks later. But I would take honestly the powerlifting prep a little bit more seriously and try to put up a huge total. Because then I could control all the variables, like control my food, not have to get on an airplane, just drive across town and compete at the gym I've been training at. And yeah, so I probably will actually do a powerlifting meet early early next year because it's gonna be a whole year in between powerlifting, which I kind of hate. I kind of don't like. I missed like no meets in 2025, which I don't like that. Like it's like a
Mm.
gap in the resume. It's like what happened? So probably I'll
Well,
do a powerlifting meet and a strongman show in the same month, and then full blown like go into trying to prep for strongman.
Do you have to get your pro card before you get into any of that qualification stuff or anything?
Well, I think you just have to win. Basically, you just have to win OSG. So if you win OSG, then you're guaranteed a Giants invite.
Mm.
And then if you have to get top three at a Giants show, and then you're guaranteed a World Strongest Man invite. Which
Oh,
is
okay.
like by I'm saying it like it's casual. Like it's no easy
Yeah,
task for sure.
OSG is fucked. I know.
Yeah, it's super heavy. Like it's on par with some of the like the open weights for OSG are no joke at all. Like they're crazy heavy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to qualify is pretty easy. You just do like an online qualifier.
Yep.
But to win is definitely going to be no easy feat. So I want to have a
Mm.
long time to like actually because like I don't know if you had cut out, but I was telling Luke like my overhead, like my log, I feel like could be really good, but currently it's like the exact same as my strict press. So there's a lot of
Hmm.
things that like need work. Like obviously I'm good at deadlift and I've been training the axle and I got pretty good at that as well. But there's a lot of things like my yoke, my Atlas stones, my overhead press, my farmers, all those things need tons of work. So,
Yeah. I've fucked around with it a little bit, and I found like farmers and stuff was like pretty natural,
mm.
but yoke was fucking horrible. Like it's
Yoke,
such a brutal fucking event.
yeah, the heaviest I've gone, I want to say is 800 pounds. And it's honestly like not that squatting 800 was easier because it definitely wasn't, but like putting 800 pounds like high bar on this really thick bar on your back feels
Yeah.
way heavier than it does just like unracking it on a power bar. Like it feels
Yeah.
like I don't know, for some reason it feels way worse. Like you feel it all down your spine. It feels pretty pretty horrible.
Yeah. Just the way they move because you're trying to like actually move with it rather than just take 2 steps, too. It just fucking
Yes.
rattles you around, throws you everywhere.
Yeah, I noticed like it's really hard to not like stumble around and then like if you fall then you got to pick it back up. And
Yeah.
obviously, like you're bleeding time every time you put it down. Like you're just wasting time. So you're trying to like move as fast as you can without falling over with it. So there's a lot to it. Like I definitely think like I need a lot of like just additional like anti-rotation and like core bracing
Yeah.
ability to be able to like really withstand that weight. And the more I weigh, it'll help a lot. But I mean, some of these shows they're doing like Hooper can run with like 1,000 pounds on his back. Like he's basically running.
Yeah.
So like that level of like mastering the yoke is definitely going to take a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like the biggest surprise for me. I think same as you, I was squatting like maybe 700 and I did like a 720 yoke for like 50 feet. It just about fucking killed me.
Yeah, and it's I feel like it creates like quite a bit more like fatigue than you would imagine too. Like
Yeah.
you'll be if you're not like staying braced the whole time, like you'll be in a bit of pain after you do something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It fucks you up. Have you done stones or anything? Or yeah, I think I've seen you fuck around with some stones.
Yeah, I want to say the heaviest stone I was just messing around at Iron Vault in Tallahassee, and I was really skinny. Like I was like 240, like high 240. So I was super skinny when I was doing
Mm.
that. But yeah, like a 300-pound stone, I thought would be like no big deal, and it was pretty tough. Like I was pretty surprised how difficult it was. There was a 400, and I was like, no, like I'm gonna tear my bicep even just trying this thing. So the stones definitely need a lot of work because there's plenty of guys that can throw like a 500-pound stone on a 48-inch platform that I mean, can probably squat and front squat like more than them, but they just have that ability to like
Yeah.
be efficient with it. So I feel like, and
Yeah.
to not tear a bicep is definitely a big goal of mine.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd almost be better with a bigger fucking stone because your arms are longer and you're not that heavy. Like you probably have
Right.
so much extra room.
Yeah, so it's like you start curling it. But I do feel like
Yeah.
with my wingspan, I should have a pretty good ability with the stones once I like master the technique.
Yeah. Yeah. Even just off the floor, like balancing them, getting the feel for that to like actually get it in the right spot that doesn't just fucking spin. Just the dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, because when I
They're
would pick it
fun
up,
though.
it just starts rolling, Like it's just like you try
Yeah.
to grab it and it just rolls forward or backward.
Yeah. And you see them just quickly just fucking jam their hands underneath it and then they got it up. It's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and like someone was giving me cues, and they're like, "Straighten your arms out." And I'm like, "How am I gonna pick this thick?" I think that my arms are just too long for the circumference. I'm like, "How am I gonna straighten my arms and pick?" I'm gonna have to bend my arms.
Yeah.
They're like straight and like straight elbows. Like how? Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's just not big enough for me to like jam my chest into it with relatively straight arms. Like I'd need a larger circumference.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if it was only like a 300-pound stone, yeah, it definitely wouldn't be huge. Remember the gym I was at, I think had like a 285 and a 330. They were like kind of the same size. And then the 400, it was like, what the fuck is this? So much bigger.
Yeah, yeah, those things are monsters.
The Bandit barbells, Trevor. They used to have the log,
Mm,
and at the time I was like 74, so I was even smaller than I currently am. And like I remember people were trying it because like we were moving the gym. People were trying it, and like people were like, "Oh, I can't do it," and it's just it alone. And I did it. I felt so excited, and I'm like, these guys are putting like hundreds of pounds on top of that. Like it is crazy
yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Is it like a heavy log just by like without even weight on it? It's pretty heavy.
I think here's the Rogue one, so like it's 134. Like it's not like that heavy. Like it's not like light, but yeah, it's like the one where you like roll it up and then you have to go like
Yeah.
over. And yeah, I remember like that was pretty hard. So I can't imagine. Like what kind of weights are they throwing up for that?
The road record I want to say is 507.
Yeah. It's like 230.
Yeah,
That's
Iron.
crazy.
But if you've seen Iron Bibby, he's like
Oh, I know him.
He almost
Yeah.
weighs 507.
I think he
He's
does.
fucking huge.
His
Yeah,
Yeah.
his body
overhead
weight.
videos. 'Cause I don't follow him, but like every like so often he'll come on my reels. I feel like it's once a year, and then I just like go and watch him just do that. Like especially like in his like gym or backyard area that he does most of them. It's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Trey Mitchell just did a fucking big log, didn't he? 220 something.
Does he do? He's not a split jerker, is he? Or is he?
No, he's a fucking just brute straight.
Yeah, he's strong as fuck. Trey Mitchell.
He
Yeah,
barely even uses his legs.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think there was Trey and one other guy because they broke the American record. I can't remember who the other guy was though.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, Rob Kearney might have even had the American record.
He
Um,
did. He split jerked it. Yeah.
and he would split jerk it. Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
like compared to those other guys, like they're way bigger, way like more muscle than him for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I think Rob was like 5'10" if he was lucky, I think.
Yeah,
Like
he was one of the
270
shorter
or
guys
something.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Trey is a fucking unit. He's like one of the most impressive looking people. Like his stature is just insane.
Who's the other guy? Bobby,
Bobby
somebody.
Thompson. Bobby
He's got a
Thompson, yeah.
really good chest, right?
I yeah, I think he actually just retired.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, I think he had the American record for a while too. And Oberst had it. Robert Oberst.
Right. He's been retired, right? Oberst.
Yeah, that was kind of his claim to fame was just the log press. I don't
I know
think he
everyone
was
got really. He went on Joe Rogan and was like, "Don't do deadlifts," and that's like one of the
yeah.
That's
biggest
his
things.
quote.
Everyone's like, "Oh, fuck this guy," but like I feel like his
Yeah.
heart was in the right place. Like, yeah, if you're not competing, why would you deadlift? Honestly.
Yeah. I think all the other people gave him fucking slack because his deadlift was horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. He's like, "Don't do this exercise that I'm really bad
Yeah. Oberst
at."
Oberst is he's fucking funny.
Yeah, because he's got like a TV show or something, right? He does something else now.
He did that show with Brian and Nick Best and Eddie. I'm not sure if he did something else.
Oh, okay. Or
Maybe, I
maybe he
don't
was
know.
like in a movie or something. He might have done some acting after that. Maybe like opened the door for some acting or something.
Probably,
I'm
yeah.
not totally sure.
Yeah, he could be a big ugly ogre in any movie they need him.
Yes.
So Shane, we had a few questions that we wrote down. We knew like it would be an easy podcast because we all haven't spoken in a while. And it's been quite long too, but then it's been good. So the one question Trevor had for you was why is everyone so small and weak?
I think
I
it
think
was also soft and lame or something too. Weighted
That
it
was the
down.
follow-up. That was the follow-up, yeah.
yeah, I think it's honestly I think people are like scared to eat. I think it's like people have this aversion to I mean, people are scared to train hard too, and they kind of go hand in hand. Like if you eat a lot of food, you probably train harder. But yeah, I think people are just scared to they're scared to go hard. They don't want to like really push themselves. And it just kind of like I don't know, it comes down to effort really. Like most of the other things are gonna like take care of themselves. Like you have whatever genetics you have, but if you go hard and you train really hard and eat really hard, like you're gonna make a ton of progress. And most people are just like not willing to accept that for whatever reason.
Most people just quit when it gets hard.
100%. Yeah, I think someone was posting that the average power lifter is really only around for like 2 to 3 years, and I
Yep.
think that's like a thing you kind of have to like you have to realize like you might go a year or two. The longer you go, especially like you might go a year or two without hitting a PR total. Like I'm like 3 years deep, but it's kind of like you have to just like keep going anyway. You gotta like kind of realize like oh, I'm still young. Like it's not over. Just but some people they don't hit a PR for like a meet or two in a row, and they're like oh, it's over. It's all over. It's like no, it's not over. You just gotta like take a step back and then like be able to take three forward. You know.
Mm. Yeah, I would agree. It's like it seems like 3 years is probably when it's going to start to get a little harder. Your newbie gains are gone. You need to start fucking tracking your food and not blowing your RPs at hell every time.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like eventually it's just kind of that timeline, like you're saying, you just have to be more on top of the variables. Like you realize, like, oh, I'm not just gonna get stronger just by showing up to the gym. I gotta like hire a good coach. I gotta track my food. I gotta like not not exceed the RPE limits. Like I gotta like actually do it the proper way. And if you're not making progress, like, you're probably not doing everything you could be to be making progress.
Yeah, I think the food one's big too.
That's
Like
why
the amount of
everybody's so
people.
small and weak.
Yeah, yeah, food. Like I don't know why people avoid it. Like eating, I think people look at themselves like in the current state that they're in and say they're like kind of lean, and they just don't want to get not so lean. They can't accept that like getting bigger actually requires like years of training, like to put on that muscle, and you have to eat when you don't want to eat. Like a lot of the time for people that I'll start coaching, it's like, oh, like you're small, like you're in your weight class, and like weight classes shouldn't exist in your mind. And we need to just like I'll be like, okay, eat this much. Oh, I can't, like I'm not hungry. And it's like, man, like how many times do you do like I bet you every day you wake up and you go to school when you're not wanting to go to school, or like you go to work, you don't want to go to work. You're nice to a customer at like work, but and you don't want to, like there's so many things you do that you don't want to do. So it's like you just have to have that kind of perspective, I feel like, to the food and the training.
Yeah, and especially like if you're, I don't know, if you're not hungry, I feel like there's ways to like improve your appetite that aren't like they're really basic. It's just people kind of overlook them. Like if you're never hungry, you're probably just eating like your meals are probably too large, and you need to do like take more steps. So just eat like slightly smaller meals, and then like take a walk after each meal, and you'll probably increase your appetite quite significantly. And then just like, I don't know, eating, if you're not hungry, just eat more like hyper palatable foods. Like if you're naturally super lean, just like eat some cake every once in a while. Drink some juice, drink some milk, like ingest some sugar that will like basically make you hungrier. Like you don't have to keep, I think some people are like, I have to eat like super strict and rigid and healthy. And it's like, if you really want to gain weight, you kind of have to be willing to not do that all the time, like just eat some cheeseburgers or something.
Yeah. I think a great example is our boy Lapo. Because like when we went to go visit him in Italy, we stayed at his place. He was like 73, 74 kilos. And that was probably like, I don't know, 8 months into us working together, something like that.
Mm.
And we were always going over like, okay, Lapo, like, because Lapo's pretty tall, like, especially compared to someone like me, right? Like, what did you think? Like 5'11, 5'10? I don't know. He's pretty tall.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's so yeah.
yeah, he was like 74, 73 kilos, and we went to go visit him. And so I was always like, okay, like to get strong, like we got to eat more. And it was really hard for him. But like his schedule was also just like wake up and don't eat for a few hours. And then he jams in all this food at nighttime. And then he wakes up and he's not hungry. And so it's like you said, it's kind of just like your habits and the way that you're like organizing when you're going to eat, the structure that you have. And now he's finally like 86. He got to like 87, 88, I believe, at the peak. And so it took like a year of like realizing that, oh shoot, to actually get bigger, I need to just put up with like the fact that I don't want to eat and just actually eat the food.
Yeah, I think he was saying he would like stay up all night. And I do feel like that's a big thing too. Like if you are staying up all night, and I've done this before too, like stay up all night, drink a bunch of caffeine, it's like, yeah, no wonder you're never hungry. You're like you're like destroying your circadian rhythm. Like there's no regularity. So you're not going to be hungry. So like I do feel like that's one of the biggest things is like the earlier you can get your first meal in, the easier it's going to be to get food in the rest of the day. But if you wait until noon to eat your first meal, it's really easy to undereat.
Mhm.
So you just have less of your window just is more condensed.
It's the same thing for like some people like will come and start working with me, or just in general, like they need calories but the protein is so low. And like, okay, like maybe you don't have a protein powder, you can easily get one. But if you just start your day, like if you're down 40 grams of protein a day that you're not consuming, just start your day with like your breakfast can just have a lot of protein. And then now it's like 7 p.m., you actually only have 20 grams of protein instead of 80 grams of protein to consume, you know? So yeah, it's really, it sounds obvious, but I think like a lot of people, you just, it's, I don't know what it is. It's just the way that like society looks at food, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the fixes are like really simple and like glaringly obvious, but a lot of people they just overcomplicate it for no reason. Like it really is like eating more food is extremely simple, but people will make it like, oh, I need digestive enzymes, and then they'll be like, oh, I need to take MK677. Like I need to do all these like crazy things. It's like no, you just need to like spread your food out throughout the day, and you'll be fine.
Well, another crazy example, actually, well, I mean, when I came down to eat, like, to hang out with you in Houston that time, you would put on like a video of Eddie Hall or someone eating like a crazy amount of
Yes.
calories. And you just sit there and just keep going. And that was like a lot of beef and rice with like the bone broth. And, it's not like, if you're not hungry, it's not that appetizing, but you're just going to get it done. It's a part of your schedule, it's a part of training, you know? So that's another way to look at it too.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna go and like train really hard, you almost like owe it to yourself to then like recover properly, which is like nutrition and sleep are the biggest aspects of recovery. So if you're gonna go like spend all this time training, you like better eat the food that's gonna like support what your all your efforts. I don't know. It's just kind of like they go hand in hand. So you like owe it to yourself. You invested that time in the gym. Like if you actually want to get better, you have to then fuel your body and recover.
I think
Yeah.
some people they just fucking don't know how to track. Like how many like say 160-pound guy telling you he's eating 5,000 calories a day and can't gain weight? It's literally impossible.
It
Yeah.
literally, yeah, like the math is not mathing. But yeah, people do that all the time. They're like, "Oh, I'm eating so much food," and then you spend any time with them, you're like, "You don't eat
You
ever."
you have no idea what 5,000 calories is.
Yes, yeah, I think it's crazy. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, like people have this like skinny people overestimate, and then fat people like underestimate. Like, oh, I'm only eating 1,200, but then they're the ones eating 5,000 a day.
Yeah,
And people that are eating like 1,200, like, oh, I'm eating five
yeah,
thousand a day.
yeah. Or maybe they have like one day where they do eat a lot, and then the rest of the week they have fucking two meals every day.
Right. Like they eat 5,000 calories like once and then they just like assume
Yeah,
that's what they're eating every day.
Yeah. Yeah. People need the consistency
yeah.
because it's very easy. Oh, I think Trevor is talking to.
I
Did he
think he
say
was just
something?
laughing.
Oh, laughing? Oh, okay, my bad. I guess my connection's trash. But yeah, it's just the consistency as well. Like some people will get on it, like, okay, I'm eating well, and then it's like you're busy, so now you had 2,000 calories instead of like 3,500 that you're supposed to have. And then that throughout like a week, if you miss like 2 or 3 days and you're down by 1,500 calories, now you're down a shit ton by the end of the week.
Yeah, I think I honestly used to do that quite a bit. I wouldn't like claim I was eating what however many calories a day, but now that I'm actually tracking, I think I used to have days where I would like eat an absurd amount, like sometimes like 6, 7,000. But then like after I would do that, I would just naturally like for the next few days under eat way below that like 3 to 4,000. So then like average is somewhere around like maybe 4,500. But I like in my mind, I like to think like, oh, I'm eating like 5 to 6,000 a day. But I have this
Yeah,
like one huge day where I eat like 300 gram 400 grams of fat, like just eat a bunch of bullshit, and then I have a bunch of days where my body like recovers from that overindulgence where I undereat, like I just naturally undereat. So I feel like this, if you do eat the same number of calories every day, it's definitely the best way to do it because you're never like having these big peaks and valleys. You're just always just baseline.
yeah. Okay, Trevor, what was the follow-up to that question? Why is everyone so
Yeah.
soft, I think?
Am I still here?
Yeah, yeah,
Am
You're
I
here.
back now?
yeah.
Sorry, what did you say, Luke?
I think the follow-up to the question why is everyone so soft, right? Was that it?
I don't remember. Or maybe why is everybody so fucking butthurt about everything? I can't remember. This was hours ago.
Why is everyone I think everyone just I don't know, they feel like they're them being offended to something is like a currency. They're like, oh, I'm offended but it's like no one cares.
No one cares. Yeah, valid. I seen on your story, I think like maybe even today or yesterday, it was like about your hamstring. Like people are like, "Are you gonna take peptides now? Like you can take a bunch of peptides to heal it?" And you're like, "Just let the body heal naturally." Do you see like lots of people just forcing themselves like back into recovery with those peptides and stuff?
Well, 100% like the BPC and the TB 500, and there's like a myriad of other ones too. They are extremely useful and they have like their proper application, but I do feel like they get overused a lot. And there are negative aspects to these things. Like if you have some, like say you have some sort of like tumor or something, it can make that worse. So it's not like
Oh
they're
damn.
just these magical drugs that should be deployed every single time you have a little ache or pain. And in a lot of times too, like for what I have, honestly, it probably would be beneficial, but I feel it's so minor that within a week or two, I'm gonna be able to load like pretty light deadlifts and be able to hinge. And it's like there's no point. Like it would take a week or two, especially here in Canada, for me to ship those things to me. And then by then it's like already gonna be better.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of times I feel like if you have like a chronic injury, like I had this quad injury, or not even injury, just quad issue for a while. If you put it into something like that, it's probably not going to do much of anything. So it's more so for like soft tissue injuries. They are really good for muscle tears. Um, but I feel like it comes back to like what's that saying? It's like if all you have is a hammer, all you see is nails. And so it just gets like overused. It's like, oh, like my shoulder hurts, BPC. Now my knee hurts, BPC. It's just like it just gets crazy. It
Yeah.
just gets crazy. It's like, no, how about you just like sleep and eat better and take some steps and walk around a little bit, and you'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
do
you
have
meant
their use. Like they are useful. Like it's good that they exist, 100%. But they're just overly used, basically, is what I see. Because I'll post anything about like, oh, this hurts, and I'll get 50 people responding like, oh, have you tried BPC? And like in my mind, like this BPC thing is a psyop. Like the fact that they've convinced everyone that
God.
it's like yeah, it's like God's gift to humanity. It's like no, it's not. It just creates a little bit more like angiogenesis or whatever. Like it creates a little bit more blood flow, basically. Like it's not that great. Like walking also creates blood flow. A hot shower like creates a lot of blood flow too. Like it's not. I don't know. It's not like the it's not like whatever, like the Wolverine or like Captain America
Serum.
super serum.
Yeah.
It's not what it is at all. Like it's not that.
Yeah. Do you think
It
people
makes me think of
use
that
like in
fucking
the
fat loss drug.
Oh yeah, yeah.
uh
The retatrutide also, it's like I don't know, you never hear people stop talking about it. And in my mind it's like someone is making millions of dollars off of these drugs that I feel like are just not necessary. But I mean, for bodybuilding purposes, I've heard that they're unbeatable. Like you're just never hungry.
oh damn. Was
I'm
that
sure.
Ozempic that you're talking about?
No, it's retro two tide, retro something tide. It's supposed to be like Ozempic is like a single action GLP agonist. This is like some sort of triple action agonist. So it's like it slows gastric clearing. It has some sort of like anti-inflammatory effect, and it has this like big appetite suppressing effect.
Oh,
And I think it's also somehow it's like muscle sparing. So Ozempic can be, I guess, kind of in a way, it can kind of be bad for like your bone density and even for your muscle mass. You can lose muscle. But whatever the hell it's called, is supposed to somehow like preserve muscle better than the Ozempic.
okay.
But there has to be some sort of long-term consequences that we just don't know
Yeah.
about yet. Like there
Hopefully.
Yeah.
has to
It's so
be.
new.
Yeah, you don't get anything like for free like that, you know? So
Yeah.
I think you're glitching out, Trev. Would you say there?
I didn't say anything. I think you're
Oh,
glitching out.
did you hear him going?
I did, but I'm like, it just started raining here, so I'm wondering if it's like if it's my connection.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. No, we're fine. We're fine.
It,
You're back now. You're good. So, Shane, do you think people use like PEDs in the same way, like just as a big crutch sometimes? Like, say, like when someone gets into it?
Yeah, I feel like you have these kids these days. I mean, there's even like high school kids that are like, "Oh, I've been in the gym sometimes even less than 1 year," and they're like, "I'm gonna start taking this, and that." And it's like you're 16, 17, even if you're like 20 years old, honestly, if you've only been lifting weights for 1 year, like you have no business even thinking about like take your first cycle. I don't know. Like for me, I always tell people, like I basically lifted weights for like 11 years, and my plan was to not take PEDs. Like that was basically my plan. I was like, I'm not going to. And then eventually it was just like, oh, I'm not making any progress. And I did decide to like pull that trigger. But there's still part of me that wonders like, should I have done that? Like, should I have just not done that? How much further along or how close would I be to where I am anyway if for the last 5 years I had just like locked in, stopped drinking, locked the nutrition in. And I don't know, there's like pros and cons to it, but yeah, I do think that like you said, people are just way too casual with it these days. And like in the age of information, there's like tons and tons of information. You have these people that kind of downplay how negative the side effects can be, and they make it seem like just like a cool thing to do. And a lot of these people that are taking gear, they won't even be lifting in a few years. So it's like they got into lifting, they're really into it right now, but they're so young that they don't even really, the trajectory of their life is just so like it could go anywhere, and they might just not even be lifting in 2 or 3
Yeah.
years. But potentially their like endocrine system will never be the same because they just casually are taking androgens. Or not even
Yeah.
even like anything really, like even if you're messing around with something like the SARMs, like the MK and the SARMs, like all these different things, like people are just way too casual, and it's way too easy to get these things. Like if you just have a credit card, you can just say you're 18 or however old and order all kinds of different things off the internet that they should not be that easy to get. Even some like supplement stores will sell SARMs, which is insane.
That's crazy.
Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's okay. Sorry.
Oh, no problem, man. Um, are you good?
Yes, we're good to go.
Okay. Okay, cool. We'll wrap it up soon. It's been a
Thank you.
Is the doggy here now?
Yeah, I don't know if I think she'll show up like with the background thing. I think she will. She
Yeah, if you
will
put her in
too.
front of you, she should.
Let me see. She's a little camera shy. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
so cute. How much does she weigh?
She's like 41 pounds, so it's like 18. She's like 18 and a half kilos.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
she was like
cute.
29 pounds when we got her. She was tiny. You could see all
Oh
of her
wow.
ribs. Yeah, she was starving. It
Did
was
they just
bad.
kind of leave her on the road?
Yeah, I think they just whoever had her just like abandoned her basically.
Wasn't there something with the paw too?
Yeah, her paws are messed up. So her left paw is like it's sort of like it's everting. So like like if you imagine like your radius, like the growth plate is collapsed, but then the ulna, one of them, I don't know which one or the other, like the lower arm bone, one's collapsed and one is still open. So it's like still growing. So it's like becoming more and more like out here. Like the bone is too long for the other one. And then her right paw, she got shot with like a shotgun, like a bird shot shotgun. So there's like 30 something pellets throughout her right leg and paw.
the fuck?
Yeah.
People are
Crazy.
insane.
Yeah, and honestly like it's hard to know like what else they did to her, but like she had all these like spots on her. I think they used to like burn her and all kinds of crazy shit. Like she had like missing hair and like it seemed like burn scars. So it's fucked up.
Man, people are That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like too, anytime I used to like turn the hose on, she would freak out. So I think they used to like I don't, do all kinds of stuff
Get
like
her. Yeah.
yeah, like just
What
fucking
the fuck?
torture her. Yeah, it's fucked
People
up.
are people are mad.
But yeah, we found her. It wouldn't have even happened, but Laura and I were on the way home from Germany. We stopped in Atlanta, and then she was supposed to fly home, and I was supposed to fly home, but we were just like, nah, let's just rent a car. So then we drove from Atlanta to Tallahassee, and so like just by chance we saw her um, on the side of the road, and we just scooped her up and brought her home.
Wow. Damn. Good thing you guys are so spontaneous, or else she would just be out there by herself.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I probably would have like stopped and been like, "Oh, that's sad," and then just kept going. But Laura was like, "No, we have to save this dog," and I was like, "Okay, I guess."
Wow. Shout out Laura then.
Yeah,
But
she has like three cats and two dogs here too, so it's been good for Artemis. She's been able to like socialize a bit because she doesn't really get a ton at home. She's just like the only pet, so it's been good here.
yeah. Laura has horses too, or you guys ride them? Like I
She
seen
does,
some.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She has a horse.
That's cool.
That's where she just went to practice or to
Oh,
train.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, quickly, just before we go, it's been a great chat. I mean, we haven't talked in a little while, eh? So it's nice to catch
I
up.
know.
But
Absolutely. How long we been? Like 2 hours in, right?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. I
you
mean,
said you couldn't do it, but we're looking at 2 hours.
yeah, yeah, you've been yapping lots, buddy.
Yeah, I had some coffee. I was like a bit sleepy, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to speak. And I had some coffee, and I can't shut up.
No, you're doing great. No, it's good. And yeah, we appreciate making the time. This one's good because I remember your answer when we were talking about it like a few years ago, but it's like, what do you consider to be a good bench and like what is like a shit bench? Like you don't have to go too hard if you want.
I don't. I do wonder what I said earlier or years ago. Honestly, I mean, it depends on your body weight, I guess. But I would say if you're like if you're 225 or more. Wait, I don't know. I wonder what I said before. I'm gonna say like if you bench 315, you're strong. Unless you weigh like 315, then you should bench a lot more than 315. But yeah, I guess like a terrible bench would be like if you can't bench your body weight, and then a
Yeah.
really good bench is basically just like twice your body weight. This is coming from someone who can't even bench twice their body weight though.
Yeah, I heard
Done
that the
it.
rumor was a 500-pound bench is shit.
Oh, really?
That's what
That's
Luke said.
So
that's
it's like
what
600 is good, 500 is
bro,
terrible.
it was what you were telling me. Like because you were comparing yourself like to like what John's benching. So
Oh,
you
well,
were
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you're like 500 ain't shit. And I was sitting there like, bro, like I'm never doing that. Like he's like, it's so shit. It was such a funny
Well,
combo.
yeah, I guess I thought you meant like just like for the average person who's like, I guess, natty. But for
Mhm.
me, yeah, I always felt like, yeah, I'm benching 500, but I'm on gear and weigh 275 pounds. So it's like, yeah, it kind of
You're like,
sucks.
I should. Yeah. It was so
Yeah.
funny. It was more just like a joke question. But yeah, that was good. I was just sitting there like, fuck, dude, what am I doing? Um, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I wanted to hear because you have a few programs that you've launched and stuff. So do you want to give us like a little rundown of like the programs? You don't have to go into like the anything like that about how they work or whatever, but I don't know, just yap about them and let us know what options you have.
Yeah. So, I mean, you were telling me for years, Derek was telling me forever to make programs. So I finally pulled the trigger. So right now I just have two. I have one that's the basics, which is just like an intro into, you don't necessarily have to be a powerlifter, but just like strength training in general. And I think it's 4 day a week program, which I kind of decided for most people is super manageable. You know, obviously some people that are really involved in powerlifting are training like five, six, even seven times a week. But I feel like for someone who's just like they have a job, they aren't like full time powerlifting. Like a 4 time a week is going to give you sufficient recovery, not really be too much of a time requirement. And then I made because people always ask me about mobility and stuff. So I made a mobility program that is primarily focused on like just achieving the splits, like splits and handstands are kind of like the two metrics, but there's a bunch of exercises in there that kind of support getting to that point. Like it's not just like you have to be able to do these things. I assume most people like can't do them when they first start. So there's just a bunch of exercises that kind of support getting to the point where you can comfortably do those two things. And if you can do those two things, I feel like you're pretty much guaranteed to have pretty good both shoulder and hip mobility, and that just has kind of a lot of downstream, like kind of cascade of effects throughout the rest of the joints. Like if your shoulders, which are like the biggest joint in your upper body, and your hips, biggest joint in the lower body, if those are healthy, then it kind of just like lends to like healthy elbows, wrists, knees, ankles, everything down the chain is also going to, function pretty well if those big joints are solid and taken care of. So right now I just have the two programs, but I mean eventually I want to have a bunch of programs. I want to have like a hypertrophy program, have like a more specific like powerlifting off season, powerlifting peaking. Um, Eventually, I want to have like really hyper specific ones too. Like a lot of people ask me about like the deadlift AMRAPs and the SOTS press and all these kind of more like obscure exercises that I have spent a bit of time doing. So eventually, I want to have a bunch of programs like something that anybody could buy. But I wanted to start like pretty basic and pretty general and not too like niche and hyper specific so that I can eventually, do that, but kind of build the base of the pyramid, like, really broad strokes and then get more
Yeah,
and more.
narrow in on the
Right. Yeah.
specifics. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's awesome. I'm happy you did it because it's something that like I mean you're a very popular guy. I'm sure people ask you all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. I should have done it earlier, but I mean, I guess it's good that I finally did do it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I feel like a big part of it too was, I don't know. I almost felt like some of these things are like too obvious. So I was like, why should, and I feel like there's already so many people that have programs. So I'm like, what's even the point? But the response has been pretty good so far. Um, it's been, I think it's been only really over a little bit over a month, and sales have been pretty good. So people do seem to be receptive to it. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you and like Derek and everyone for like telling me, like staying on me, like do it, because I don't know. I feel like I would have just kind of just kept on skating by, not doing it. So
Yeah. Well, I think it would be really good for you because, like you said, you have so many little things that you could go into, like the mobility and like different exercises, and you have such a big following. Like if your videos go like super viral, like an AMRAP or something, and then like you just buy the AMRAP program, like people want to be able to do that anyway. And people are gonna buy these programs online anyway, so why not just have your own, right? And you have your own good perspective. So it's good you did it. And I'm sure like Derek probably told you, Derek probably sells like crazy amounts, right? So it's also a very good income stream.
yeah, he's sold a ton of programs, and he's been able to like he's opening a second gym now, so he's really been able to like kind of recycle it all back into business, which is pretty inspiring to think that you can like take the money you're making and then just sort of make more things that are in line with like what you're interested in.
Yeah. Yeah, Derek's just a guy. He has lots going on.
Yeah,
Very
that
cool.
time we met, that was the first time we met him together.
Yeah.
That time in Houston. So yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, he was talking about all the things that he's doing right now. He was like, I'm gonna have like all these like places. I'm gonna have a gym, a warehouse, all this stuff. Now he's doing it. So really good to
Yeah, he
see.
really does have for being, because I want to say you guys are the same age. You're
I think
26
he's
now.
even younger. Isn't he younger? But yeah,
Yeah, so
same age kind of.
you'll be 27 in November.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, so he's still 25. Yeah,
yeah.
he's super
He's a
young.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
kind of
cool.
crazy to see like all the stuff he's doing at such a young age. Already
Yeah,
married, already has the house, gym. It's kind of crazy.
yeah. He's inspiring, man. He's a good guy too. It's not like he's just some successful evil man. Like he's cool. I liked hanging out with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he is cool for sure. Yeah, we got to go, we were in Germany and we got to go to we went to a castle, we went to like a few different towns, went to a few like churches. It was super cool. We went to
Yeah,
we crossed the border. So we were in Bavaria, Germany, and then we crossed the border into Czechia. We got to go to a castle. It was super cool. Me, him, and
Oh yeah.
Derek and Maggie.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen you guys were posting like the stories and stuff. It looked really cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think that was the first time I ever been in like a real castle, you know?
Mm. Yeah, we got to do that too, like
In,
what, a week and a half ago. So
in
that was
Ireland, right?
yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
really
cool.
cool to see all and like the big cliffs, like the sea cliffs were really cool as well. And it was nice. And Trevor drove we got an RV and Trevor drove it the whole time because it was manual and
Mm.
I don't know how to do
Yeah,
that.
same thing. When we were in Germany, Derek was driving. We had this Kia. It was like a 60 horsepower Kia. Like it would barely make it up the hills we go up, but it was
Hills.
manual. And I don't know, Derek was just complaining about it the whole time. But I don't know how to drive manual either, so it was like he had to drive everywhere we went.
Yeah, Trevor and Derek know the pain then because yeah, Trevor did a lot of driving.
That's cool. Do they drive on the like the other side of the road over there?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Their fucking roads are shit.
I bet. I bet they're all like super old and like not that
Small.
not that
Yeah,
And
they're
we're in like
intimate.
this big RV
That's cool.
yep.
So you slept in the RV.
Yeah.
That's cool.
for most of the nights, and then we got a hotel in Dublin and stuff. So that was fun.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. We have to do it again sometime for sure. It was good.
Yeah, maybe in March or something after you do both comps or anything, we'll have you back on.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. Well, thanks again. And this is Shane Hunt. You guys probably know him. So if you don't follow him, go check him out. But yeah. All right,
Hell yeah.
buddy. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
Take care, buddy.
Bye
Y'all
bye.
have a good one.
Dude.
You too.